This is a Victorian scarificator. This piece I acquired not too long ago, but unfortunately when I got it, it was in terrible condition. It required full restoration as it had just been left and discarded for so long that the mechanism wasn't properly working. Boy, did it come out great. For such a gruesome part of our medical history, it really is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let me tell you, you would not want to see this coming out the doctor's bag and heading towards your skin. So, for those of you that don't know what a scarificator is, maybe you've heard of bloodletting. This device would have been used in order to let blood. Back in the Victorian era and up to about the 1920s, they believed letting blood was a good thing. It cured many ailments and it was something that they regularly did in order to try and cure somebody. Yeah, I don't think I would have wanted to see that coming towards me. Scarificators I've had in the past and they've always sat on the side, and I've always thought it looks a little bit boring. You could almost miss it just sat on the side. So that is why I had to create a beautiful base for this particular one. The fact that I had to fully restore it, which I don't really like to do, but it was in such bad condition, there just wasn't any real getting around it. It was the only way it was going to be brought back to life. Meant that it really needed something to make it stand out. And this stand really does make it stand out. So, let's have a bit of a look at the scarificator, shall we? So, first of all, we'll have a bit of a look inside. Now, you have to wind this back so you can actually get inside. Okay, so inside you can see there is 5 blades on each side, and at the very bottom there is two rather large springs. Now these springs are extremely powerful, so I'm going to prime it to the first stage. You can see blades. Now these blades were actually in quite good condition, which I was really impressed with, but the rest of it just wasn't working properly. But look at those blades. Yeah, I'm not sure I want that really cutting me, thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to release it and put the bottom back on. So you have to line up top and the bottom. Now, when this actually went back together, it allows you to adjust the height of the blades. Yeah, I'm not sure why you want a deeper cut or a shallow cut. It's still going to be a cut. Things that probably made sense back then just don't now. So we're going to prime it to the first stage. And there you can see the blades just poking through, so you can now adjust the height of how deep you want the cuts to go. And then if we prime it to the last stage, which trust me, that is quite difficult, it is now primed and ready to fire. This button on the side is what we press in order to get the blades to kind of do that sort of a motion which does the cuts. So I very much doubt you'll be able to see it, but this is how fast it goes. Fingers out of the way, because trust me, it hurts if you catch them. And that's it. Yeah, that would not have been pleasant. So this scarificator, it was lucky enough to come in its box. Now most come with a very small box, but this was actually a kit. So it comes in this beautiful leather bound box. So if we place it where it would live. Now unfortunately in this box we don't have all the extra parts. So I'm not quite sure what would have been in there. Maybe a tourniquet, not really sort of thing I would have thought would be in there, but it could have been. Or maybe something in order to heat the 2 glass jars in order to actually get a suction on the skin. So that's where it all sits. So let's take a look. At the glass cups. So you have 2 glass cups. This is the first one. So like I said, it would be heated and then it'd be placed on the skin, and that would cause a vacuum, so the blood would be drawn up. So you've got the large one, put the cover back on it, and then you have the smaller cup. Now this one's got some horsehair in it to try and protect it, but I don't think that really do much if it hit the floor. But yeah, I mean, and I almost dropped it. Maybe it would have saved it. So whew, these are beautiful just in their own right. I mean, they're hand blown, so they wouldn't have been mass produced. They would have been, each one would have been blown, and yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. So they go back in there. And if you are interested in this piece, it is available on my website. And this is the stand. You can see all custom made for this particular piece. And yeah, it really is a beautiful piece. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe and follow to see more items from my shop. The Victorian Scarificator.